Hey guys, it's Siobhan with To Kitty and Beyond. Welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to make a quick update on the energy that I received yesterday and going into today. So this is January 6th, 2019, and yesterday was the 5th. We received a large wave. The channeled information that I was picking up on was very much to do with the divine feminine and the divine masculine, and in particular, this wave is rebalancing the shadow attributes of the divine feminine. So I was seeing that as a reprogramming or a shutdown of the right brain, the right hemisphere of the brain, which is related to feminine attributes such as creativity, abstract thinking, fluidity, and connection to all things. So this right brain is shutting down. I was also receiving a lot of downloads through high-pitched frequency shifts in the right ear. Again, this is on the right side of the body, which is related to the feminine. And then I had dreams last night of very bizarre things. It was almost like there was a brothel and it was run by female vampires, and they were luring men in and luring them in with sexuality and then draining them of their blood, so killing them. And then they started doing it to women as well. So it started out with men, and then it progressed as their hunger was not slaked, nor was their lust, and they began harming everyone. So there's some themes here that are coming forward. I mean, that's obviously not literal. That's metaphorical for the shadow feminine using sexuality for control and power. And as you see in the picture, that's basically what the cards are saying as well. So I asked intuitively what deck should be used for this purpose today for the collective, and they directed me to the Archetype cards by Caroline Myss. And this is all about the archetypes that live within all of us. So these are energies that can come forward or that we can attach to or begin to portray, or things that need to be healed within us. And so we got hero, heroine. And the light attributes are passion for a journey of personal empowerment, and the shadow attributes are escapism and a false sense of heroism. So what I'm picking up from this card is actually the fact that there's the two on either side of the mountain there, and they're both dressed in white, and it's a man and a woman. So this is representing the divine feminine and the divine masculine climbing to the summit, and the summit would be enlightenment and the light attributes of each polarity. And then within each archetype, there's the polarity of light and shadow as well. So we're just trying to get to that higher level. And sometimes, as we know, to do that, we really have to purge. We have to go and do that shadow work. We have to go down before we can go up. We have to release those burdens and heal the things that are heavy so that we can rise. So that's what's happening now. And the femme fatale shows that as well. So the light attributes are highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. And the shadow attributes, which are what's coming forward now, is the inappropriate use of sensuality, attachment to money, and power. And last but not least, we got the destroyer. So this is releasing what is potentially destructive and preparing for new life in the light. And then in the shadow, we have intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. And this is what I was picking up on yesterday as well. I have a particular connection to Sekhmet, and she's known as being a healer, but also as a destroyer. She went on a rampage and she killed thousands of people in the stories until her bloodlust was slaked, basically. So it's interesting that that's coming up again. Lust and bloodlust seem to be a theme, an underlying theme in this divine feminine shadow purging. So we have to, as a collective, and this is for men and women, because we all hold that divine feminine frequency, is to bring this up and look at those aspects of ourselves. And that can be difficult because we don't want to look at that type of negativity sometimes, especially when we're on the spiritual path. We are trying to attain the light, so it seems counterproductive. But this is coming up for a reason. And we do have to look at it to be able to release it, to be able to transmute it, to heal it, and then to move forward. And that's what we're doing. And we're being assisted by these waves that are coming in. So they are stimulating this, but it's something that was already within us that needed to be released. And we're going through some major shifts. So as this occurs, try to remain objective as to what comes up. Don't get attached to any aspects of these shadow selves that are coming forward. They can come forward in many different ways, through dreams, as mine did, or through physical pain on the right side of your body in particular. This could be headaches. This could be joint pain, arm pain, tooth pain, injuries on the right side of your body, accidents, that kind of thing. This can present in so many different ways. So just be open to what's occurring right now. Try not to judge the energy or yourself or others, and just allow the space for this to come up so that it can be healed. So we're looking at it now. We're enveloping it in light. We are forgiving that aspect of ourselves and forgiving that aspect in the world, because the world is us. And as we do this, we step into the light attributes of these archetypes. And last but not least, the destroyer. We step into the light attributes of the destroyer, which is releasing what is potentially destructive and preparing for new life. So I've also been seeing and channeling a lot of information as it relates to this new world, the new earth. So I've been seeing a lot of imagery of Christopher Columbus discovering the new world, and Da Vinci and the Italian Renaissance. There is a very large mental revolution going on right now, consciousness revolution, I should say. And what's happening is, as these light waves come in, we're being reprogrammed. We're releasing the old archetypes, the old structures, the old beliefs, the old ways of doing things and ways of thinking, and we are opening and expanding our minds, our consciousness, and our frequency is raising as a result of that, which is influencing our DNA, and it's influencing the collective mind of the earth, of the planet, of humanity. And thus, we are able to step into this new renaissance. So the Italian Renaissance brought many upgrades. They basically leveled up from the Middle Ages, where people were slaying each other with swords, and feudal times, and kings and queens, to democracy, diplomacy, philosophy, creativity, art, sciences. Basically everything leveled up. And that's what's happening now. So this is uncharted territory. This is territory we've never been in before. I've been having a lot of imagery of ships, wheels, and compasses coming forward. So we are navigating brand new territory in this higher frequency. And we are going to experience a new renaissance. This is the new age, new earth renaissance, if you will. So be prepared for major shifts on the world stage, major shifts within our society as a whole. I mean, it's already started happening. It's already begun. There's shifts in the way that we think about education, the way that we think about politics, the way that we are willing to accept what this world has to offer, and we're changing it now because it's no longer acceptable to where we're at in our collective consciousness. So that was really positive. And then back to the divine feminine and divine masculine. It's very much, I was also receiving information of Los Angeles and Las Vegas. So I don't know if there's going to be events that are going to be taking place specifically in those locations, or if this was information drawing me to the loss and the loss, like LOSLAS. So I looked it up, and loss is the definite article used for plural masculine objects, and Las, L-A-S, is the feminine plural. Los is the plural of El Angel, which of course means the angel, and Las Vegas is the plural of La Vega, which means the meadow. So there's two things I take from this. It's the angel in the meadow, so it's quite literally grounding that angelic energy into this now moment on this earth. So this is us creating the new earth within ourselves, and thus it's reflected back to us in the external, as within, so without. Also, angel and Vega. So this could be energy coming from Vega, the star Vega, and it could be angelic energy as well. So that's something to keep in mind. Just take what resonates with you and leave the rest here. This is all open for interpretation. But what I was taking from that also was the masculine and feminine. It's those two representations in those words. So again, we have the divine masculine and the divine feminine rising together and grounding this new earth as we purge aspects of the shadow feminine and the shadow masculine. Let's see what else I was seeing. More of the Trinity. There's a lot of the Trinity coming forward. So the triangle is the strongest shape in nature, and the Trinity represents body, mind, spirit, Father, Son, Holy Ghost. Just the strength that the Trinity holds is important in us building that new earth. I was also receiving information about the Rainbow Bridge. So the Rainbow Bridge, I'm taking it as a metaphor for our ability in our consciousness to shift into the fifth dimensional frequency of thought. And therefore, you shift timelines based on your consciousness and where you're vibrating at. So this Rainbow Bridge, and there was literally a double rainbow outside yesterday. And I live next to a bridge called the Harmony Bridge. So there's this harmony that's coming in between the twin flames, or the twins. And this is creating that 0 point energy that I was talking about like a year ago, where it's this unlimited potential for us to be able to access our higher heart, our rainbow bridge that lives within the higher heart, and access this fifth dimensional frequency, this fifth dimensional consciousness. So this is bringing love to the world. This is our mission. This is what we came here to do. We are here to radiate love. We're here to balance. We're here to bring harmony. And we're here to assist the earth through this upgrade process. And that's what we're doing. So for those of you who were drawn to listen to this video, you're probably already doing this. You've probably been doing this for a while, and you know that you're doing this consciously. Some of you may not know that you're doing this consciously, and this is a confirmation that it's time now to do this with conscious intention, whether that's through your work or through your social life, or just by being. Just by being, you shift. Just by being here, just by remaining in a high frequency through these waves, you are helping. So even if you do nothing, even if you sit on your couch and you hermit all day, which sometimes I do as well, you're still helping. You're still making a difference in the frequency of the earth, in the frequency of humanity, and in the collective consciousness, because we're all connected. Just by incarnating into a physical body on the earth at this time, you are assisting humanity in this level up, in this ascension process, in this new age, new earth, all of these wonderful things that are happening. So thank you. Thank you for being here, all of you. Thank you for helping. Thank you for listening. Thank you for loving. Thank you for loving unconditionally. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you so much for listening, guys. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, and I'm an intuitive tarot therapist, a spiritual counselor, and a international Reiki master practitioner specializing in holographic Usui Reiki. So we delve into past lives, we delve into symbolism in the body, blockages, we delve into a lot of information that comes forward from guides, and focusing on balancing the chakra system and aligning the pillar of light and grounding that into the new earth. So if you guys feel called or you feel like you need a session or a reading with me, please reach out. The information is in the description box below. Or if you're watching this on the Higher Self video, you can click on the original YouTube link to my video, which will bring you to my channel, and there you'll find the information. And my email is siomcg41@outlook.com. All right, guys. We're doing this together. We're in this together. So as we move through these waves, hold that space within yourself and know that you're not alone. Thank you so much for listening. I love you guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.